So in this vlog, I just want to share with you a few days of my life and my attempt to read for 24 hours and to see how long it would take me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the best week. This was a rough week for me within my life, and I had to do a lot of things, pivot, changes, and just adapt to everyday just craziness. I made it through though. Also, please excuse my voice. The allergies have gotten me, but we will persevere. Hope you guys enjoy the vlog.
So we're going to read for 24 hours. Now, we're not going to read for 24 hours straight. We're going to read for 24 hours total. And it's probably going to be a mixture of physical books, digital books, and audiobooks, because that's how I read. Normally, that's how I get my books in. I'm actually getting ready to go into the gym. So I have a bag because it's a little chilly outside and I want to keep my jacket on. So we're going to go into the gym. I don't want to work out, but we're gonna go anyway, because that's who we are. Okay, we're people who are disciplined, and we're not off. It's not off of motivation out here. It's all off of discipline. Okay, so we're gonna be disciplined. We're gonna go to the gym, even though we don't want to do it. I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in like a week and a half. Is it a week and a half? Like a week and a couple days, and it was good. It was a good session. I didn't want to do it yesterday either, but I did it. So we're gonna do the same vibe. And the faster I get in here, the faster I can get out and get back home to be productive. I really need to tackle my daughter's room. She has clothes everywhere. She has so many clothes, and I just don't know how we got here. It's a scary place to be, because I am a minimalist, so I want her to be minimal because it irks me. Like, the whole situation just irks my nerves because there's so many clothes in there and it's unnecessary. But you know, we'll just be blessed that we have clothes, and now we're just going to go through them. We're also going to go to the thrift store today. We're going to go to the thrift store. I have been seeing these girlies go to the thrift store and find books at the thrift store. Like, books that I either have read or would read. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to spend some time, and I'm going to sift through the books. Now, that's my main problem with the thrift store, is like, you have to spend time in the thrift store. Like, I buy online because I have come to not like shopping, and I used to not be like this. I used to love shopping, but now I'm at to the point where I'm like, we can not shop. It's fine. So yeah, but there's a really big thrift store, a really big Goodwill in my town, like really big. Like, it's about the size of, what can I compare it to? Like, those really nice Old Navies that are in the shopping centers. It's like a decent size, like, it's big. So we're gonna go. There's an Old Navy right over here, so I'm like, okay, I can compare it to that, because it's literally around the same size. So we're gonna go there. I also need to get an eyebrow pencil, because I ordered an eyebrow pencil, but it hasn't come in the mail yet, and my current one is out, like all the way out. Like, I've been using the last bit of it, and there's no more to be used. So, and I need an eyebrow pencil, so I'm going to go get that, and then we're gonna go home and we're gonna finish editing. I have a video that comes out today. I've changed my editing time. I don't know if you guys care. Not my editing time, my posting time. And I honestly don't know if you guys care. I have noticed, but if you give me a thumbs up or a comment down below, just if you have noticed, like, the time has shifted. I used to post my video first thing in the morning, like 10 a.m., 9 a.m. But not right now. I've been posting evening times. I've been watching my analytics a lot, so I've just been going off of that. So today is Thursday, and today, like, my optimum time is like 6 p.m. So we're going to go with that. We're going to see how it works following the optimum times on my analytics. We'll see how that works. But anyway, back to the 24-hour reading. I am about to go into the gym, but I'm going to show you the physical book that I'm currently reading is Friend of Me Fix Up. It's a romance. It's a yoga romance. Either way, it's really cute. It's just a fluffy romance. Really cute. They're frenemies. They're enemies turned frenemies turned lovers, I think. Like, I feel like we're on to the lover part. Like, they're spending a lot of time together in the book. So I'm reading that. I'm also listening to a book. Jeez, I don't even know the name of it, I'm gonna be honest, because it's like a fantasy that I just found based off of I literally went onto Libby and I went based off of what was available now, what was a fantasy romantasy, and then what was available now, fantasy romantasy, and what was an audiobook because I was driving at the time. So, and I found it, and the first one was called A Court So Cursed and Lovely, maybe. And I'll put the other one up on the screen. This one, I don't know the name of it. I honestly just was like, oh my God, this is so good. Let's go to the next book. And it is so good. Yeah, this one's about a girl who, they live in a world where people have power, but the king takes the power because he says he's protecting them from the Fae who are coming to destroy their lands. And that's in the first book, and then they find out at the end of the first book that that's not 100% true. The king is a liar. So now they're trying to take their power back, basically. And she's currently working with the Fae, who she only knew as her enemy for her whole life. So it's so good. It's so good. Like, just for a fantasy, like if you like fantasy, you gotta like fantasy. I'm finding out that these girlies out here in these YouTube streets, like, they want to get into fantasy, but then when they get into fantasy, they're like, this is a lot. And it is. Fantasy is not like a romance where you jump into the book and it literally jumps right into the relationship, or jumps right into finding the relationship, or something like that, or jumps into some type of conflict. Fantasy is not like that. Most fantasies start out with world building. Like, you're gonna get world building in the first few chapters of the book. Like, sometimes first 3 chapters, sometimes first 6 chapters. Like, it could be that intense, and you just have to go with the world building, because then usually what happens is the last 6 chapters of the book are then all action, and you gotta follow, you gotta be with it, because if you don't know what's going on, then you're just gonna be lost and you're not gonna like the book. But the world building, number 1, is usually important. Number 2, most authors, I feel like now, are like super creative about it. I remember reading Harry Potter when it first came out, and those moments where she was going into so much detail, the author, and she was building the world or building what was about to happen next, were so boring. Like, I literally could think back thinking, like, certain books I struggled to get through because they were so boring. Like, literally the 7th book is my favorite because it's all action. Like, that whole book is action, because at that point you've built the whole world. Like, we're just coming to the conclusion, right? So I loved the 7th book because of that. I also loved the 6th book, no, the 5th book, maybe, Half-Blood Prince, because that one was like drama and action and world building. Like, it was just, but either way, you have to do it. In fantasy, you have to build the world so the person will be invested. So it is what it is. So yeah, the girlies just be mad sometimes, but I'm just like, certain books you just gotta hang in there. You gotta hang in there. You just have to you gotta stay with it for the world building. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my book bag on. This probably looks crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, anyway, let's go into this gym. Let's get it over with. Now it's 8:30. Great. I'm gonna be in here hour max, so 9:30, get out of here. Gonna go get my eyebrow pencil, go to the thrift store, and then go home. Today, we're also gonna be doing a 24-hour fast today. This is gonna be the first one that I'm putting on camera. And I think this will be good, because 1, I think it's easier than what people think it may be. Like, you just have to find the things that help you through the fast. And 2, I also want to document it for me. Like, how am I really feeling at these times? So I think I'm going to put like a little alarm in my phone as well. So, like, make sure you update your camera. Make sure you update the vlog, because I think that'll be helpful. But a 24-hour fast, when I get home and I get my book, I'll read to you what the difference of, like, the major difference of a 24-hour fast is, how it helps you as a woman with your hormones and all that. So this is the last one before the week before my period, which that week, pretty much no fasting. 13-hour to no fasting is that week. So, the girlies love that week, because that's the week you have all your cravings, because your period's about to come on. That's literally the week. So anyway, let me get in this gym. My Oxy Shred, yes, I still drink it. Yes, it's still amazing. This flavor is gummy worm. This flavor and mango, favorite flavors, top tier. Love these flavors. So yeah, I have this, and then I'll fill this up with water like halfway through my workout. I'm gonna start with jump roping, and then we're gonna do maybe some full body. We're definitely gonna do upper body, but I'm gonna throw some squats in there because upper body doesn't get my heart rate going, and that it bothers me because I just feel like my workout isn't as efficient as it could be. And so I'm like, I just need to get my heart rate up. So when that's the case, I'll do like overhead press squats, like squat into an overhead press, stuff like that, like in between my sets, like my upper body sets. I'm also gonna try and do the sit-up thing again. I don't know if I showed you guys that last time. I'm gonna try to do that again. The last time I did it, like I had this terrible pain in like my lower abdomen, and I was like, I don't know if I'm pulling something, but I shouldn't do this anymore. It was awful. But yeah, we're gonna attempt to do it again. Like if I feel the pain on the first one, we're just gonna have to quit, you know. I'm just also that person that's like, I'm in this gym and there's somebody looking at me getting off this machine after one rep, and they're just gonna have to judge me because if it hurts, it hurts. I'm going to fall. Let us see. Ah, it's shaking. Oh, that was good. My music is gonna cut on. It always does it. Super warm. It's because I have a long sleeve on. I think I'm gonna I'm loving this modest girl in the gym vibe. Like long shirt, baggy pants. Now I just need to get some different leggings. But I mean, I like my leggings. Like the leggings, I feel like the leggings aren't the issue. I feel like it's when you have shorts up your booty and a crop top on. I feel like that combination is the combination, you know, because I mean, if you have leggings on but then you have a long t-shirt, it's a completely different vibe, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm feeling the vibe. So anyway, I was in there for an hour, a little less than an hour, but pretty much an hour. Workout was good. I'm glad I did it. But now on to the other thing. So we're gonna go by the Target because it's right here, and that's where the eyebrow pencil is. Like literally they only sell this eyebrow pencil, they only sell it at this Target now. They used to sell it at both of the Targets in my town, but they only sell it at this one now. And I get it, it's closer to that demographic, but at the same time I'm like, whack. And the selection be little. Every time I try to do pickup for it, it's it's not there, but then I go inside and it's there. So that bothers me. So anyway, we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna get to the thrift store. We're gonna attempt to thrift some books. We're gonna try. I wonder how long this phone will stay up here. It's gonna fall. It's gonna. The book is called A Kingdom This Empty and Cursed. And I really do like the book. But I'm having the same problem with the main character that I always have, where they focus on the wrong things. And granted, it's because I'm the reader, right? And it's I see the overall picture already. I see both sides already. You know what I mean? I get more than what they're getting. So I feel that's why I feel this way. It's okay, well, I see the bad guy side, I see the good guy side, I see all the sides. So I'm trying not to be so angry towards her, but it's pissing me off. Cause she's so it's war. Obviously I've never been in a war and I've never led a war, obviously. So bruh, it's a book, obviously. But I'm just irritated that she is not being realistic. But I also feel you know, it's gonna be that way. I'm gonna feel that way as the reader because, like I said, I see all sides. So anyway, I'm at the Goodwill, so let's go inside. That was a complete waste. Honestly, it was what I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be better than that. You know, the girlies on the YouTube gave me hope. They gave me thrifting book hope. There was not one book that looked like it was written in the 2000s. At all. But whatevs. There's another thrift store by my house. Well, a little bit away from my house. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll ride up there. Maybe. We'll see. Goodwill number 2. So, we're going to go inside. This one's smaller than the other one. That probably means the books are closer together, so it'll look like there's more books, but We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. You know what? I just had a theory, thinking like, okay, I like the area that I live in is like, people are like more middle class, like upper middle class, right? And then the last time I went to a Goodwill where I felt like it was really decently stocked with books, it was more middle lower class. So is that a thing? Like, it's probably a thing with thrift stores. Like, you can find the best thrift store in like a certain area. It's probably a thing, but I don't have time to go to that Goodwill today. So, or maybe it was a Salvation Army. It was one of the two, a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, but I don't have time to go there today. I literally forgot that I have a wax appointment today, but that's a plus because that means I can get food when I go there. But I'm fasting today, so I can't get food to eat. Then it'll be food to eat when I break my fast. So, it's gonna be tough, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it because this is the last day that I can 24-hour fast. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, let's go in here so we can get home. Scored 4 books, 3 hardback, 1 paperback. One is a self-help book called Eat to Live, and I feel like this was the book someone told me about, but I could be wrong. And then the other ones are recipe books, cookbooks. So I love a good cookbook. But I very rarely use cookbooks, but that's about to change. We're going to change that for 2024. We're going to use the cookbooks, especially like, I was like obsessed with Rachel Ray, obsessed when I first started like cooking and stuff, like, you know, like for myself. I was just obsessed. I loved watching her show, and like 30-minute meals was her thing, bro. It was her thing. So when I saw this, I was like, I gotta have that. I don't think I have any cookbooks by her. And then the other one is like a Food Network channel favorites, like with a whole bunch of like Food Network stars on there. Rachel Ray is on there. My girl, Bobby Flay, my guy. So some cool people in there. No black people, but you know, hey, no black people at all. But like literally, I remember when the Neelys came on the Food Network, like, and they were like the first black people to have their show on the Food Network. I remember when this happened. So anyway, and then the other one's a Southern Living cookbook. I have this really big Southern Living cookbook at home that like I got my favorite pound cake recipe out of and all this kind of stuff. Like, I freaking loved that thing, or love that thing, and I barely use it now. So I need to use it more. I need to use these recipes more. I need to like take 30 minutes a week, flip through the book, find a good recipe, and like that's what I'm gonna make for the week or whatever. Like, that's easy. I can do that because I need to plan my meals anyway. So anyway, time to go back home. Listening to this book. I love this book. This book is so good. It's so good. But yeah, listening to this book. And then, like I said, I have a wax appointment, so I need to remember my time today. I need to remember my time today for sure. Actually, I should probably put it in my calendar. So put the address in there, because what it does is like alerts me when it's time to leave. So that's perfect. But anyway, let me get home, get some things done. And yeah, do some more reading. But the book is good. Like, the chick is getting better. I mean, she aight. She okay. But like, she just has everybody's best interest at heart, and so she wants to save everybody. Like, she honestly just wants to save everybody. But that's the reality in life. Like, even like with fitness, for example, like I want everybody to be working out. Like, I do. Like, I want to tell people like how it changes their life, how it changes their mood and the way their body feels and all that. Like, I want them to understand like how amazing it is. But not everybody is going to understand, and not everybody is going to agree with that working out is going to do that for them. So like, it is what it is. Like, I still want it. you know? And so like that's where I'm at with her. Like she wants to save everyone. She doesn't want anybody else to die. But like some people just aren't gonna listen to you, you know? They really aren't. So anyway, let me get going. Stop rambling. More book listening. I literally got one email and it just turned my whole day upside down. I'm just like, just like really overwhelmed and upset about a personal situation, and now I have to do something that I don't want to do. But that's the reality of life, right? Like as an adult, like how many times do you do something that you don't want to do? How many times do you make decisions that you really don't want to make, but you have to make them? Like it sucks. Anyway, I'm at my wax appointment for my reading. I have 21 hours left of reading. I'll put the screenshots on the screen. But so I've been reading for like a little over 2 hours, I think it was. And yeah, this book is good. It's like the fantasy. So now we're getting into like I don't know, this is book 2. So really the meat and the potatoes of the fantasy. Oh,
did he?
Here it goes. Started
or was
playing.
Conrad separating us because it pleased him to do so? Conrad watched me, a warning glint in his eyes. This was why he told me.
So, it's really like the meat and the potatoes of the fantasy. Like the world is changing a little bit. We're finding out more things. Like, you know, of course it's like fae and people with magic and stuff like that. So they've lived hundreds of years, right? Like, so we're finding more out about that, finding like what she really has to do. She wants to like really just save her people, but it's becoming harder and harder for her to do so, to like really save them and like really put in place to do so. And then also like the people themselves is kind of making it hard for her because, you know, she's just coming into the picture as being a person of importance and trying to make things better for her, for her people, but they don't want her to be the person in charge. So, you know, all of that, you know, all that's in a part of like a world building and a part of a fantasy world. But anyway, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's really good. I want to keep going. And honestly, it's like right now, it's like my major escape for the just mess that is it's not a mess. It's not a mess. My life is not a mess. I am blessed and I'm highly favored. And I'm a child of the living king. And he's giving me the capabilities to figure this out. He's giving me the tools to figure it out and to make it better. And that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'm about to go on this appointment and then I'm going to get some kava because it's right here. And now it's like pretty much a tradition. I come to get a wax and then I get kava because it's right in the same shopping center. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's go. I look a hot mess. My eyes are swollen. I can't figure out the swollen eye situation. I also cried a little bit this morning. You know what? Life be lifing all the time, period. And like we just still have to adult. Like as an adult, like I still have to do things and I still have to adult. And that means what it means. You know, it means that you're kind of get puffy eye version of Nicole, so it's fine. Anyway, it's a new day. I'm like 3 hours into reading for 24 hours. I'll put the little timers up on the screen. I'm actually about to go into this school. I have to get some paperwork for my daughter, so I'm about to go in there and do that first. I don't know how long it's going to take, so of course I have my headphones with me. I have my phone with me. I have my Kindle with me. Just in case I have to wait, you know, we'll see. But I have all the things. I think that's like key when you're trying to make sure you get your reading in. And right now, like when I know my mood is just like being brought down by outside sources, I need to have the things to like make me happy. And right now that's books. it's like books. So, and filming a video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, like, so I'm about to go in here. I work late today, 4 p.m. again. So I have the daytime, depending on how long the school thing takes. I have some time. So, I'm going to, yeah, take care of that first. And then I also need to I need to edit my next video. So I'm going to do that. I also need to figure out, like, I was kind of doing good with themes, but I need to figure out my next theme. And I'm already in the month, and I feel like I did like piss poor planning for this month of videos, because I was planning on doing one thing and then I didn't do that. Well, basically I was planning on posting my vacation videos, and I haven't posted them yet. So I might go with that. I might go with something else, but either way, I need to make a plan, and I need to go forward with it. So, but let me get in here. Let me get the adulting things done, and then we can have some Nicole time. Hours later, finally finished the paperwork that I had to do. I do have to take it somewhere, so I have to do that. I also finished editing my video, which just went up. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of reading while I wait, because I need to wait for like a certain time to go take the paperwork, and then I can get dressed. Actually, I might just go ahead and get dressed now, because I have to like drive around to take the paperwork. So I'm gonna be probably listening to my audiobook then. So I'm thinking, usually on Fridays, like Friday is like my reading day, but just because I'm going through the school situation, just haven't had a chance to read, so that sucks, but that's the reality of life. So yeah, I would usually get like at least 3 or 4 hours of reading in, because like literally it's my day to read. But yeah, so like today probably I'll get like an hour in to do so. I also like want to do some more things on my computer, do probably some planning stuff, and yeah, all that, because I could be reading right now, but I'm just gonna like situate my life, because it feels a little a wreck, but just because that's only because of the situation I'm going through. It feels really chaotic, but I'm like, okay, let's get reins, let's get control of it, and let's do what you need to do. And that's what I've done this morning. And like, I'm gonna pat myself on the back, because yeah, I'm glad I like just stuck to what I needed to do and just got it done instead of procrastinating. So yeah, I'm gonna make this thumbnail real fast, and then and eat my breakfast. I'm breaking my fast now. I have some yogurt and some granola. If I had some raspberries, they would be in there, but I don't have any. I forgot to grab some last night at work. But I think upcoming, I'm going to do a video. I want to do a video talking about like my fasting, like the cycles that I use, and like how I track my cycle and like track my hormones in my fast. So I think I'm going to do that, but I probably just need like to plan it out, like the best week to do it, because like the hours that I fast actually fluctuates depending on the week that it is in my cycle. So and granted, this is like only my second month of doing it, but I think it's going really well. Like I feel top tier. So I just want to show you that and like that process, and just kind of give you some tips and all that. And then at the same time, I'll show you what I'm eating while I fast. Because literally the most important thing that you eat is the first thing that breaks your fast. It's like the most important thing for that day. So, yeah, but I'll explain all that when I do that video. And also, like, I also want to explain the book that I freaking love, the Fast Like a Girl book. So I want to explain a little bit of that. So that'll be in that video. But if you have any questions on that, on like fasting, like as a woman, just leave me a comment down below. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or an expert, but I can like steer you in the right direction, because I've done my research, and like hacking my body is what I've been doing for this year. I mean, granted, it's only the 4th month of the year, but I mean, that's 4 months under my belt of like really paying attention to my body. So that's what I'm doing over here. Anyway, let me eat, and then get this thumbnail created, and then like my video will be done, and I'll be on to the next. Honestly, I had an emotionally trying couple of days. I did. Like, it was just really emotional, but I made it through. I mean, you know, obviously like life is still life, and things are gonna happen, but yeah, as of right now, I felt really good about how like I came out of this situation, and basically the situation is I just had to change my child's school just rapidly based off of some nonsense that was allowed to go on within the school. So, yeah, but I came out of it and I handled it, and I didn't come out of character, and I did what I had to do. So anyway, thank you, Lord. Just, God is good. You got issues in your life, just trust the Lord to help you. Please, just trust him, because he comes through every time. So anyway, I got like an hour, maybe like an hour and a half of reading. I forgot to look at the timer, but I will link it on the screen. I have to remember to screenshot it. I said a couple times already that I need to say, this is what the time is, and I forgot to hit the screenshot. So let me just screenshot it right now. But I think it's like an hour and a half of reading. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll be able to get some more reading done. If not, not if not. I'm definitely gonna get some more reading done tomorrow before I go to work. And I'll have like a weekly, not a weekly, yeah, I guess my weekly reset. So it's the weekend tomorrow. I hadn't been doing my weekly reset on the weekend, but then like my calendar week, I go from Sunday to Saturday. So I'm like, there's no point in me not doing it on the weekend. Like, if I have time to do it, I'm going to do it. Like, I know I need to do it regardless. So I just need to do it on Saturday when I have time in the morning, which is what I'll do tomorrow, and then get some reading done. But pretty much today I'm just headed to work, and that's it for pretty much this vlog. No, it's not it for this vlog. The vlog is 24 hours. Okay, I looked at it. I did about 4 hours of reading, and yeah, about 4 hours of reading. So I have like 2 timers going, just because I don't know which one I'd like better. I feel like I like knowing how much reading I've done versus how many hours I have left. But I feel like at the end, I'll decide which one I like, and then I'll do. This is my first time doing it this way. Well, doing this period. So I've never done like the 24-hour reading challenge. Never done that. And then, yeah. And so this way I'm doing just reading for 24 hours. So the book I'm reading it's good. You can tell it's a middle book in a trilogy though, because there's like stuff happening, but it's not like super fast paced. Like the first book I feel like was really fast paced. This book isn't. The book isn't as fast, but stuff is still going on, and it's almost like setting you up for what's about to happen next. So like you're getting a lot of information, but it's in such a good way. Like this author is doing such a good job of giving the information. Like we're getting a lot of the backstory, and we're getting a lot of the lore of the fantasy and of the world, and like what, how they're going into Fae territory and what parts of Fae territory, and then what to look for in the Fae territory. Like it's so much, but it's not in such a bad way where you don't want to know it. You know what I mean? Like where you don't want to get into it, and like it's boring. It's not boring. So yeah, that's going really good. And their romance it's coming along. It's coming along, and we're almost to the point where he's about to just like yell at her how much he loves her. And she can just look like an idiot. Like, yes, he loves you, boo. Like, he ain't doing all this because he don't love you. I'm just like, bruh. But I mean, this is why we read the book. Let's just be honest. These are the things we read. So anyway, yeah, and I want to know like what's going on with the brother. Like at first I was just like, okay, is the brother a bad guy or a good guy? But now the brother's 100% a bad guy, because he's not helping his brother. Like the brother's the king, and he's not helping the prince. Like the prince loves the chick, and the king is just being a butthole. And I'm just like, why, yo? He's in love. Why are we doing this to him? So it's like, okay, like, is he helpful or is he not? I feel like he also just wants to be manipulative. Like I just feel like in these books, it's all about manipulation and control. And it's just like, you're the author. Why do we have to do this? You are in control. You're writing the story. But yeah, he's just trying to, like, as the king, control the situation. And then she's like the queen of her own territory. So then there's that. Child. It's good though. It's good. It's a good distraction. It's a good thing to like get me out of my own headspace. So that's good. Anyway, let me get back to driving.
Another morning where my eyes are swollen. And I don't know why. I don't know why they're like this. I've been taking my allergy medicine. I've been washing my eyes. I don't know. So today I'm going to try not using my mascara. And I'm just going to throw that out and get some new mascara. I don't know. Like, I really don't know what it is. Like, they're even more swollen than yesterday. But whatevs. Also, I have too many files and not enough storage. There's that. I'm trying to figure out like how I can easily sort my storage, like, because I want to keep like my stuff for shorts on my phone, and the long form stuff I can keep that on my external drive. Cool. But like sorting it out on my phone is a struggle, and I'm just like, why? But you know what? This is a first world problem. It's a great problem to have. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out this morning. But first I'm gonna get food because I am just hungry. I'm very hungry this morning, just like, which is normal because it's the week from my period. So this week my fasting window is it's minuscule. It can be 13 to nothing pretty much. Like I can just choose not to fast at all pretty much this week. So, but yeah, so I think I fasted for 12 hours. Yeah, just 12 hours I fasted for. So that's not bad. I just like my eyes. And then it like hurts. Not like I can feel them being so swollen. It's like pressure. And then they're itchy. Let me just get up. I need to fix some breakfast. Anyway, I got on the camera to say that I'm going to read. I'm going to listen to my book some more. Excuse me. I'm going to listen to my book some more and fix some food. And then I have a little planning party with my girls from our collective, the Grace Collective. So I have a little planning party, and yeah, let me just get up. I just hope, like, I feel like the more, usually like throughout the day, like the swelling goes down, and I can like tell though that my eyes were like puffy, and I just don't know why it's happening, and I don't know what to do. Like, do I call a regular doctor? Like, can a regular doctor help me with my eyes being swollen? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe I should just go to patient first. I don't know. And this is what bothers me. Let's get up. I'm still reading A Court This Cursed and Empty, I think. These names. I'm still reading the second book in that series. Ooh, I probably could have finished it today, but I just let myself sleep, and it's already noon, and I work at 4, so I was just like, no, I don't get days to sleep in. I very rarely get a day to sleep in, and today I got to sleep in. So I was just like, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna sleep until I decide to get up. And I decided to get up because I was hungry. I had a mango. This is a honey mango. I had a mango, and now I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna get up and make some protein pancakes. It's a new day, as you can see. My eyes are less swollen today. Update. This one eye is super swollen, and this one seems to be not swollen at all. I don't know. I think not wearing, honestly, like changing my mascara. I literally bought new mascara. I think that helped, but I'm not sure. Because I don't think it's the mascara. Like, I was using the same mascara from when my eyes were swelling and then when they weren't. But I do think like maybe some pollen got on my mascara, maybe, or whatever, something else got on my mascara that made my eyes swell up. I don't know.
But anyway, so I threw away the other mascara, got new mascara, didn't wear mascara at all yesterday. And my eyes were literally still swollen all day long till I got home. And then like this one literally went down overnight. This one is puffy. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know. The next thing I'm going to try is changing my pillowcase. I'm going to do that actually today before I go to work. But before I get started with all that, and I got to fix my lunch and stuff, I'm actually going to a different store than I usually work at to help out. So I have to like fix my lunch and have all my snacks with me. But anyway, because, you know, that's the first thing I think about is being hungry. Because that's me. And my eyes like watering, which they usually do anyway in the morning. Honestly, they water a lot, but I digress. So yesterday I finished the Front of Me Fix Up. I guess this will be the first book that I finished within my 24 hours. This one I was mainly just reading at work. So it took me about a week, maybe a little week and a couple days. This was a cute, fluffy romance. It was about a girl who owns a yoga studio, and she has a guy friend who, well, they're not really friends. They went to high school together, and they weren't in the same like friend group. Matter of fact, their friend groups didn't even really like each other, but she kind of had a crush on him. He was not worried about her. So then they meet when they're older, and he has like a health scare, and he needs someone to like help him get back in shape. And then he remembers that she's a yoga instructor because he like saw her again for the first time in like years, like out at like a coffee shop or something. And then he was like, oh, I'm gonna ask her, and like kind of like bully her, not bully her, but like a little sort of like bribe her into helping him. And she agrees because she's just like, I'm gonna prove him wrong, because he has like these negative, I don't know, like thoughts or connotations about like someone owning a yoga studio. He's like, oh, you know, I'm not worried about that type thing. And yeah, and she's like, well, I do actual fitness work, so, you know, bump you. So yeah, that's what this is about. And it's cute. It's a cute fluffy romance. There's a couple of little twists in there, nothing that a Hallmark movie wouldn't do. So, but it was just a cute little read. And honestly, it came out this year. The reason why I picked it up is it came out this year, and I found it in the library, and I was like super surprised to see it there. And I was like, I'm gonna pick this up, because one, I love getting books from the library, and then two, it's a new book. So I never read this author either, Yara St. John. I never read her. This is actually like the the fourth or the fifth. I think it's the fourth book in this series. They're interconnected standalones, and are about a friend group, and the friend group is called the Six Gems. So 6 girls. And they're just all connected through their lives or whatever. And that's what the books are about, like showing basically how they find love is what I'm gathering. So I didn't know it was like that. So then at this point, basically I kind of can figure out who the person's going to end up with if I read the other book. So yeah, and then there's 2 more books that are supposed to come out. The next one of this one is supposed to come out in August. And it's about another one of their girlfriends. But anyway, I would recommend, if you want a cute, fluffy read, this was a good read. And then this is the little pack that I carry in my purse, so I can carry my books around. And I used to just put my book in my bag until I noticed that basically it was wearing down the book, and I was just like, well, I don't want that. I want the book to look nice. So, because I was just like, why do people have these things? They're unnecessary. I'm just gonna put my book in my bag. Well, my bag kind of ruined one of my books, so I was just like, oh. This is why people carry a little pack for their books. Anyway, I'm going to start A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. I'm really hesitant on starting this because of the magical realism. I'm just going to be honest. Also, this is not a romance. It's not a straight up romance. It's more, I think it's more of a contemporary romance. There's a lot about the story. I feel like not so much about the romance. Like well, no, I wouldn't say not so much. From what the reviews that I've read, it's like 50-50. Like you get the storyline, you get her, you get Ricky and her family life and what's going on with her family and why her family doesn't want her to do what she's doing in her career. And then you also get the romance, and you kind of get that story as well. So I liked 7 Days in June. However, I listened to 7 Days in June on audiobook. I'm going to read this, or attempt to read it. We'll see. I think it's due back to the library. I think I have 2 weeks left. So, and the writing is decently sized, actually. Really decently sized. Let's see. Acknowledgements. It's 339 pages. That's not bad. Pretty average. I think that one was like barely 300 pages. So, pretty average. So, and then size-wise. So that kind of gives you like the size-wise of the pages, of the print versus this other one. Because that book was like a little bit shorter and thinner. And this one just seems a little thicker. I particularly love hardbacks. I don't know why. They just make me feel good. Love hardbacks. So, there's that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to start this book. Like I said, I'm a little nervous about the magical realism portion of it. But yeah, we're just going to jump right in. We're going to see. We're going to see how we feel about it. It's gotten, like I said, decent reviews. I think I've only watched one review where the girl was like, she really didn't care for it, but I do like T.O. Williams' writing. So we're going to try that. And then I am still listening to the romantasy that I was talking to you about. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to take a little break from it or not, but but then I do want to get to the end of the story. I think I'm like 65% through. And it's getting good. Like we're figuring out some things. We're finding out some things about like the background and stuff like that. And like I said, I feel like you can definitely tell this is a middle book in the series because there's so much information and it's done in such a great way. And that's why I feel like I love this book and I want to keep going. It's because the information is given to you in such an amazing way. So I am going to continue with that. I also got a couple of books from Amazon, which I honestly don't buy books a lot. But I just finished my 12-week year a couple weeks ago. I'm starting another 12-week year. I started another 12-week year. And those, I essentially do, like, I don't buy anything that I don't need during that time, especially during the 12-week year time, because I usually have a financial goal at the same time. So, like, my budget is just tight. But let me show you. These books are the books that I got from Amazon. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I don't know. This book I've already listened to, and honestly, I want to go through and annotate it, pick out the little things about it, because I am getting to the portion of like in my financial journey where I'm ready to start investing. I'm ready to start like majorly saving, like moving my finances around, and I want some guidance. And when I listened to this book, he gave such good information, practical information, like how to call creditors, how to talk to investors, how to talk to financial advisors, all of that, like really good information. And I wanted to just have it on my shelf so I could really like dive into it, reference it again. So I think honestly April is going to be the month where I reread a lot of nonfiction books. Like I want to reread this. I want to reread The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And all like, and then I don't know if I'm going to reread this one. Oh, not this one. That's a new one. This one, I don't know. But, like just to really focus on them, because a lot of them I just was listening to them and didn't get to take notes and all that kind of stuff. So I want to deep dive into those. This one as well, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. Loved this book. Like I said, I've already read it, but like it had so many good tidbits, so much good information, so many just little takeaways, and I want to have them in my possession. So it's almost like taking notes without taking notes. This is the vibe. And then the last one, all three of these are financial books, by the way. So you can tell what I'm focused on. Okay. My financial future. Just to let you know. Rich AF by Vivian Tu. I think that's how you say her last name. Anyway, Your Rich BFF. She has a podcast. She also has a YouTube channel. She also has a TikTok. She has all the things. Okay. But she got like recognized, I think, from her podcast, and then she started like the other platforms and they all kind of grew. She gives really relatable content, relatable information about your finances. So where Ramit is like, he's very relatable as well. But just a little bit on the old school side. This is literally like 2023. Like, boom, we right here in the thick of it type situation. So I think both of these are amazing. Like if you're looking to up your financial game, like really just figure out your finances, I think these are both great. But, and granted, I haven't even read this yet, but I know how she talks and the things she talks about and the things she reps or whatever. Yeah, she's your girl. So I definitely support already. Like, bought the book just off of, oh, she came out with a new book. Okay, cool. That's mine. So as soon as I get into this or start reading this, I'll let you know. I actually think I'm gonna start it today because, like I said, I think I need a break from the fantasy book that I'm listening to. But we'll see. I have like an hour drive to the destination that I'm going to work at, so I think I'm gonna start it there. I also need to go downstairs, like I said, and fix my lunch and stuff. So I might start it then. But yeah, these literally just nonfictions for my education. Legit. So anyway, let me get up, do what I need to do, listen to some books. I think I am good. I'm well on my way for my 24 hours. I think 5 hours into reading so far. So yeah, and not mainly audio, like half audio, half physical book currently right now. But
as you can see, I did not successfully read for 24 hours in this video, but I eventually completed it and it'll be in the next vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting my face down below. And if you haven't checked out my previous video, I'll link it on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.